And I'm back. So my name's Charles. I've been playing Honkai Star Rail since pretty much launch day, and recently I decided that it would be kind of fun to go back to the beginning and start playing and go through all the story. So here I am. Last episode we did the kind of first bits of Belobog. We made our way through to the city, we met Cocolia, we met Bronya, and we're just kind of chilling out in our hotel room right now. We've just had an epic encounter with a closet, which if you know, you know, and we're about to go to sleep. So let's continue.
Who are you? What are you?
We are allies. Allies of the Guardians and generations.
What do you want?
To rebuild its time for entire world. To help you achieve your wish.
Did you hear that?
There's a group of Silvermane guards at the entrance, and I don't think they're here to say hi.
This is our escort. It's less friendly than I was expecting.
You guys are assuming a lot. All I can see is their helmets. You can't always be friendly on the job, you know. Maybe they're not here to escort us.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Let's go and meet them. We won't know until we're down there.
Alright, let's go and see what's waiting for us downstairs.
Hey! Commander Bronya is waiting for you all down below. Hurry up and go see her. And no tricks.
Are we in a lot of trouble?
Oh. There's lots of people waiting for us up here. And there's...
Huh? It's you! You were there at the fort! I am Bronya Rand, acting commander of the Silvermane Guards. In the name of the Amber Lord in the Highest, and under order of Supreme Guardian Cocolia Rand, I hereby arrest the suspected infiltrators under the charge of plotting to incite rebellion. As agent of the Supreme Guardian, I herewith temporarily strip you of your freedom of action and speech. When you are tried by the adjudication panel, you will be given the opportunity to defend yourselves against the accusations. Resistance will prove futile. You must come with me.
Ooh, she's really... I don't know.
Wait a minute! This isn't what we agreed! She said we were going to be escorted to discuss an urgent matter!
This is an orchestrated betrayal, obviously.
Looks like we've been downgraded to accomplices. Again. It seems like it's every third planet this happens.
That's because you always act without thinking. You never have a plan.
Hey, I'm improving. I'm coming up with a plan right now. And... got one! Donung, the alley.
The one that's been sealed off. It's possible. March. Be ready to make an escape.
Ooh, very exciting.
I just wanted to say something.
Okay, March.
3 of a kind.
Huh?
Shh! It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do you play cards?
2 pair?
Hey, what are you whispering? Let's get going.
Ace!
Hey!
On your march.
They charged straight in! Escaping into a fragmentum. I don't know if they're overconfident or just eager for death. It would seem that Mother's judgment was correct. Should we report them as missing or deceased? The Supreme Guardian's order was to arrest them. We cannot abandon our pursuit just because they fled into a sealed-off area. I must ascertain their fate with my own eyes. Yes, ma'am. Eradicate all threats to Belobog's security. That is what I must do. Ha! See? They weren't brave enough to follow us. Freedom! Serves them right. Better luck next time, slowpokes.
That was too risky. Great work. We got lucky. I think great work. We did escape.
It was a team effort.
We caught them by surprise. Nothing more. They'll be in pursuit soon enough. Let's follow the path. We need to guarantee our own safety before making any further plans.
Here we are in Backwater Pass.
So, what happened back there? Why did the Supreme Guardian send people to arrest us? Imagine launching a surprise attack when your enemy is fast asleep.
Looks good.
The cheek!
That woman had a troubling aura. Our instincts were correct.
Oops. I was on auto battle there for some reason.
The story in your own way.
I guess that's what happens. And we have found our next calyx, the Bud of Ether. This is where we can get light cone materials, and given that I've just maxed out our daily amount of calyxes, and we get double rewards as well, it's time to challenge. And so I did a bit of calculation because I was thinking maybe it would actually be better to let the reserve fuel add up and just not use it while I'm at a low trailblaze level. But it turns out that economically, it's actually a good idea just to use your fuel whenever you have it. So here we go. I'm just gonna use my Loner Himiko and just quickly go through and spend 60 fuel.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Well, that was nice and quick, wasn't it? So, now that I've paid for a few materials, I can move on. Oh, there's a difficult battle here, and I'm tempted to go for it. I might just leave that one for later, because I'd have to swap in Natasha, I think, so I could have a healer at least. Okay, so let's have a look at these guys. Shades that wander in the fragmentum after the arrival of the eternal freeze. It mimics the form of the Silvermane guards in a twisted manner. fitted with the same uniformed armors as the Belobog warriors. Its skull is, however, replaced by faceless embers. Incineration Shadewalkers will swing their fiery axe and burn their enemies in battle.
Tough luck running into me!
But only if we give them a chance.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Oh, I don't know, March. I probably could have. So we've opened this gate. I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be going in this mission. I'm just kind of wandering around.
Too late to repent.
What about these guys? Flamespawn, I think we looked at them last mission? Yes, crystallized elements with only the simplest intelligence.
Oh, let's see.
You couldn't have done it without me.
So there's something over here. Well, there's a teleportation point. There's some purple. And here's where we go for the character trials.
Wait, there are Silvermane guards here. Careful not to alert them.
They must have entered from another direction to cut us off. We should avoid an open conflict. Let's find another path.
Okay, let's wander around. I did open up this path back here. So let's see what is back here. It's amazing how quickly you forget where everything is in this game. So, okay, so this is... Okay, so that's where I started. So I started up there. That's that rare fight. And then I go down here. And I've just gone around in a complete circle. So that was educational, I guess. My navigation skills are not great. But I guess we can open this.
It doesn't seem like there's any way to...
Yes. We saw one in your vault. We need to solve it before we run out of time. The guards are right on our heels.
Oops, sorry, I'm skipping dialogue. But that's because we have a puzzle.
Done and dusted.
We're still in the okay, that one is easy stage of the puzzles.
Oh, shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break! Let's make it quick.
And we finish them off pretty simply, and we'll just walk past the TARDIS here. And this is the area we couldn't go into because there were guards.
There are Silvermane.
We should avoid an open conflict.
So let's continue to avoid the guards and see what's this direction.
Found your weakness. The star.
Okay, I might be a little over-leveled for this area. Just a little bit.
Hope you like them.
Oops.
I don't see a switch for the gate. Over there.
There's a monster in the area. We'll need to deal with it first.
Oh, how to use consumables. Alright, we have a buff. we have a 5% plus 170 attack buff for the next battle, which should be pretty good given that my attack is only 297, so it will just be a pretty massive attack buff. Let's also just launch with March's technique, just to add insult to injury.
Too late to repent. Rules are made to be broken.
So after all that build-up, we just
You couldn't have done
absolutely squashed them. Yeah, we've opened the door. What's up here? Oh. There's another puzzle. There we go. I could have actually thought about that, but it was a lot easier to just continually click on it until it did something. So you resurrect this little flappy guy and you follow him down. And he's going to take us back where we came. And at some point, so we opened that gate recently. So we'll follow this guy. And here's a chest. So let's go back where we started. So we go back this way. Not through that gate yet. Back up here. And I'm gonna give this a try just for the
now or crash later?
for the fun of it. Oops, no! Oops. Well, that was very stupid. Okay, that could have gone a lot better.
The truth of life and death.
Let's get rid of the ad first.
No manner.
And now let's focus on this guy.
Everything is ridiculous. Stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Okay, he's not fire weak, so Asta's not going to be particularly useful. March can shield herself because she's lost health. Oh, that did no damage. But then that's March. She doesn't really do much damage. This might be my first loss.
I've no interest in.
I was not particularly well prepared for this.
Tough luck running into me.
Okay, so March has shielded herself. Let's shield Dan as well. Let's...
Fighting is meaningless.
You can't run. No manners, huh?
Okay, so let's give ourselves the buff.
The truth of life and death. Revealed.
This will be buffed because he's slowed.
It's but a vision. Break!
Still not a great deal of damage, but better than nothing. Let's re-shield March and hopefully freeze this guy.
Watch this awesome move.
Let's go.
Yes! And then we can break him and immediately use the Trailblazer's ultimate. And I think we will be okay, even without a decent healer.
Try that again.
Now, can we finish you off before you get the chance to do another attack?
Who invited you?
I think the answer is
Tough luck running into me.
yes. On your march, finish him off.
Whoa, there's so much.
Okay, that will save us from doing that same mistake again where we couldn't use our technique.
Sparkly!
So let's follow this back down and go the way we were supposed to be going, which is back here and then through this gate. And here's a healing thing, some more technique points, and cutscene.
Look out! She really caught up with us. Even had time to set up an ambush.
You dare underestimate me?
Even though it has suffered fragmentum corrosion, this is still part of Belobog. It was our home. The guards know this place like the back of their hand.
Whoops.
Enough cat and mouse. Drop your weapons and come with me.
You're such a nuisance. Just what crime are we supposed to have committed again? It better be worth you following us all the way out here.
My orders are to arrest you. It is for the adjudication panel to present you with the nature and penalty of your alleged crimes.
You saw us yesterday. Do you remember? Madame Cocolia received us as honored guests. How can such a drastic change have occurred in the course of one night?
He's got you there, Bronya.
The Madam Guardian investigated your backgrounds. She summoned me last night to tell me that you had deceived her. Your identities and purpose here are counterfeit. You seek to overthrow the rule of the architects.
What a two-faced hag!
That's not doing us any favors, March. Really.
Publicly insulting the Supreme Guardian only elevates the seriousness of your crimes. Throw down your arms and surrender.
We're wasting our words, March. At least one thing is clear. We mustn't be caught.
Well, if there's no escape, then maybe it's time we gave them a taste of Astral Express medicine.
Yeah, let's just, kill all of these people who are just trying to keep their planet alive. My cat is currently trying to eat the microphone, which makes life a little bit difficult.
Scared yet? Everything is ridiculous.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
My turn!
Okay, so...
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Let's go.
Okay, that wasn't too difficult.
Lady Bronya.
I'll handle these evildoers myself.
Yeah. I'd totally forgotten we fight Bronya here.
Move carefully.
A guest with no manners, huh? You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Let's make it quick. How about this?
You can't run!
Oh, that could have hurt.
Stop right there.
It'll take more than that.
Try that again.
Let's see how much damage we can do to Bronya here.
Made to be broken.
And the answer is quite a lot. I think I may have over-leveled my characters just a little bit.
My turn.
And now we can break her.
It's too late.
And now we can... Actually, I might use Danhung's regular skill here, and then use Asta's attack, because she's fire weak. probably not a good
You
idea.
have the worst luck running into me.
You know, it was an experiment. Didn't really work out too well, but, you know, it was worth a try.
You a present.
Oh, is she going to summon? Nope, she's not going to summon anyone. Oh, she is, yes. Okay. So let's hit you.
Clemency never heard.
And do we just continue to wail on Bronya here? Yeah, I think so. Maybe just finish her off now.
Death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
And there you go. Not even close.
This girl's pretty strong. Hey, Don Hung! Maybe now's a good time to show off your secret strength?
Hey, we just beat her. We don't need any secret strength, we just use the regular strength.
You first.
You're no fun.
Intruders, give it up. You will be guaranteed a fair trial.
Yeah, sure. Heard that before.
Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin the intensity of the moment.
What is this?
I can't breathe.
I have one thing to say. Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
Well, we've been rescued from Bronya.
Sacrifice and die because of my order.
Oh, flashback.
Tis not death which frees them. They will swept into the infancy of a new world.
What about the underworlders? They will lose the protection of the architects. They will see me as a tyrant.
You have witnessed the world we have promised. A temporary misunderstanding for an eternity of prosperity.
We will honor your decision.
I understand.
Come on, those toys of yours aren't that dangerous.
Then why hasn't he woken up yet?
Because he's sound asleep. Didn't you hear him sleep talking? Poor child. Sounded like a bad nightmare. Tell me the truth, Sampo. What are you gonna do about the overworld girl?
What am I gonna do about her? Why, wait for the opportunity and send her back, together with the rest of them, of course. Hey, come on, what's with the...
You're a bad liar, Sampo Koski.
What? I didn't mean to bring her along. The smoke was too dense. I was in a daze. Before I knew it, I'd somehow dragged her down here, too.
What are you up to, Sampo? Why do you insist on getting caught up in overworld affairs that have nothing to do with you? If it's a whole lot more attention from Wildfire you want, you're going about it the right way.
Hey now, Sampo Koski's primary concern is taking care of his friends. These guys scratch my back. How could I live with myself if I didn't scratch theirs? And another thing, where does Wildfire get off assuming that these fine folks won't come in useful to them, huh? I mean, you never know.
Which is why you've set them loose in the underground?
Come on, accidents happen. I'll have them rounded up in no time.
That girl... Get her back as soon as possible, then don't let her out of your sight. The underground has been sealed off for over 10 years now. The children won't even remember what overgrounders look like. If a girl in a Silvermane Guard uniform suddenly shows up, what would Wildfire do with her? What would they do with you?
All right, I get it. I'm setting off right now. I'll have to trouble you to look after them while I'm gone, ma'am.
Sampo has a plan here. He absolutely just set this up so we would be down here to move the plot along. And hello, Nat. Oh, we've just gone up a Trailblaze level, I think. Have you ever done that thing where you get like 10 or 15 minutes into doing something and you realize you aren't really feeling it and you're just kind of phoning it in? And that was me recording the first like 20 minutes, 15 minutes of this episode. So I decided to turn it off and go and do something else and come back. And so we are back downstairs with the lovely Natasha. We have been very lucky to escape the Silvermane guards, and I didn't realize the first time I ran this, or even like a couple of subsequent times when I watched other people play, just how clear it is that Sampo is stage managing this whole thing. He just happens to show up the moment you land. He just happens to show up and make sure that not only do you make it down to the underworld, but so does Bronya. And, you know, it's pretty clear that this guy is looking after the story behind the scenes. And I like that. I mean, you know, obviously, there's right at the end, there's the denouement scene where it becomes a lot clearer, but like seeing his hand just poke in is quite cool. But yeah, let's go and chat to you and say hello, doctor.
How are you feeling? Any aches or pains?
No, I'm good, thanks. No, I feel much better. I've got migraines all over my body. I had a weird dream. Well, I did have a weird dream, but I don't think I could admit that to a stranger.
Good. You were out for a while. I was beginning to worry. You were saying some strange things. Well, now that you're awake, you should probably try moving your limbs. I'm Natasha, a doctor in the underground. You've already spent a day in my clinic.
Nice to meet you. I'm Carlfish. Is this the underground? This is your clinic? Is this the underground?
It's a place that's been sealed off and neglected by the overgrounders for more than a decade. The underground has none of the splendor of the surface. The people here dig tunnels and mine ore to make a living.
That's cool. I really dig tunnels too.
Sampo's gone to clear up a mess of his own making. So I'm looking after you in the meantime. Based on your current state, I don't think there's any cause for alarm. You seem perfectly healthy. So if you don't mind, I'll go and take a look at the other patients.
Why did I pass out?
Sampo just told me that you lost consciousness. He didn't say why. Still, I'll wager it had something to do with him. He's always tinkering with his devices. Anyway, the opinion of the clinic is that none of you have come to harm.
People were following us.
Sampo told me. Don't worry, the Silvermane guards won't follow you below ground. We've been cut off from the surface for many years. Even when things were at their worst down here, they never showed. Of course, I don't know the whole story behind why the architects ordered the lockdown. Who knows? Thanks to you, they might finally be about to lift it. Something that Wildfire's wanted to achieve for a long time now.
Ooh, Wildfire. What's our medical bill?
Oh, please, you needn't worry. You've just been asleep for a while. I barely had to lift a finger. I might have exaggerated your condition for Sampo's years. But that guy owes me. You better bring me back some medicine.
Where are my friends?
They've been up for a while already. The young guy with the dark hair left first. He went with Sampo. Your rowdier friend took off soon after waking up. I imagine she's taking a stroll nearby. As for the girl in the Silvermane guard uniform, I told Sampo to watch her. But it seems that he left his post, and she made a run for it.
Who is this Sampo anyway?
Good question. He's a man of mystery. He claims to be a simple cross-border businessman. Not that there's much to interest an overworlder down here. Either way, he's got a surprising number of connections. I've managed to secure more than a few urgent medical supplies through him, and he's been a big help to Wildfire. In any case, I don't think his intentions are sinister.
Wildfire?
Grassroots organization. Think of it as the Silvermane Guards of the Underground, but less stone-hearted.
Thank you, Dr. Natasha.
No need to thank me. It's a doctor's duty to heal.
I gotta find March 7th and Dan Hung. But where should I start?
Well, I think we should start by wandering around this room and picking up all these things that have been blinking at us all through that conversation, because that was kind of annoying having that happen in the background, saying, hey, you need to pick all these things up, and then don't read them. Whatever you do, don't read them. They may be interesting lore. Oh, there's one hiding in the corner here. And there's one here. So we have now picked up a whole bunch of books. Let's go out and find March and Dan. Oh, nice establishing shot again. Ah, there she is. So that's a shot that says, we worked like hell on this environment and we want you to appreciate it. So there's an anchor over here. There's a trash can. The two trash cans stood tightly side by side as if no force in the world could separate them. The dumpster remains silent. This hunk of junk gazes gently at you. Okay. Less interactive than I thought. Oh, chest.
So, you promise that if I win hide and seek, you'll tell Big Sister March all the ins and outs. Yep, all the ins and outs. What does that mean? It just means you'll tell me all the details. No hiding anything and no telling fibs. Hook isn't an overgrounder, you know. Hook never tells fibs.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, never. Well, that's settled then. Okay, let's play. Huh? You! When did you get here?
Me grinning like an idiot in the background there. I've been here a while. Does it matter? Not that long, big sister.
Quit acting like a child. It's like this. After I woke up, that doctor said Sampo had taken Dan Hung with him. I went around in circles trying to find the blue-haired scoundrel and bumped into these kids. They say they know where he is. But they said I had to join the moles or something if I wanted to find out. And to do that, I had to prove my strength by winning a game of hide and seek. Do you get it?
It makes perfect sense. I get it. Need a teammate? I get it. Well, best of luck. I get it. You're being bullied by children. This is where we just start getting the... do we just make fun of March in every response dilemma? And... it's just a little bit too much fun to tease March, so I get it. You're being bullied by children. Thinking that shit-eating grin.
I am. Why don't you help me, huh? Hey, are you done with your secret talk? The most time is precious.
I love your hat, Hook. It's great.
Yeah, precious. Okay, we're done. Pitch Dark Hook the Great. This is my friend. He also wants to join the moles. Can he play too? Sure. I guess so. Then, you guys are seeking.
It's one of the clear rules of this game. NPC, playable character. You can just tell.
Boss, they don't seem very smart. Why don't we do a practice one first?
You're right, Julian. Okay, let's do a practice one. I'll hide. You two have to find me. So, you kids think you're better than us, huh? Just you wait and see. It's simple.
Okay, March, let's beat them at a children's game.
Catch them.
Find the concealed kid to complete the practice, and I wonder if that concealed kid might just be on the quest marker that the quest is pointing us to. I'm gonna check in the bins first. The dumpster is shining. Someone threw 3 pieces of geomarrow in it. The person threw it so heavily that shards of the ore are scattered all over the trash can. You have no idea where the anger of that person stems from. Neither can you understand this behavior. After all, geomarrow is as valuable as gold in the underground. Would you throw money even in a fit of anger? Of course. Certainly not. I've thrown some weird things in fits of anger. I've broken a phone. I'd probably throw money if it was appropriate. Wow. The other dumpster. The dumpster evokes a special emotion in you. Unrelated to its location, appearance, and olfactory triggers, it is a sense of hiding from the world, as well as a hint of preternatural coziness. A wrinkly piece of paper is stuck on the lid of the dumpster with the number 81 on it. Do I open it, knock on it, scribble the paper, or leave? I'll knock. I mean, there might be somebody inside. Well behaved. This trash can is someone's private zone. Rat-a-tat-tat. Knocking on the wall before entering represents your respect. In fact, however, not every decent person can rely... I can't read. In fact, however, not every decent person can really win others' respect. Well, there was no response when I knocked, so let's look inside. You see a shabby room with a set of wrinkled, yellowish bedding, a pillow made from a gunny sack, 2 open bread flavour soda, a pair of miner's boots, a torn-out book whose words can no longer be distinguished, as well as a knife. Looks like someone used this dumpster as their humble living quarters. If this was an adventure game, I'd pick those up and use them to solve a puzzle later. Okay, let's actually go find Hook. She's just round the corner. She's hiding, like, really well. There you go. Hello, Hook. She's doing the if I can't see you, then you obviously can't see me thing.
Ha! Gotcha! So what? It's just a practice. Wait until we're playing for real. You'll see. Bring it on. Alright. Now we're playing for real. You gotta count to 50 before you open your eyes. No cheat. 47... 48, 49, 50! Ready or not, here I come, naughty children! The moles haven't lost a game for ages! You're doomed!
Maybe you shouldn't be...
We're the underground's greatest hiders and seekers.
I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be talking. Well... Are you just hiding in plain sight here?
Doesn't count unless you can answer this question.
You can't just add new rules to the game just because I found you that easily. Just because you were literally within plain sight of my starting point.
What? But we caught you. What's with the Q&A?
I thought I had you there.
Found one child? Okay, let's keep looking. Maybe Hook.
Something's not right. That guy's been staring at us this whole time. Hide and seek might have to wait. Let's see what he wants.
Okay, I guess it's the game has told us to talk to this guy. Seemingly adult man.
My instincts are telling me something's not right with this guy. But
It's him, no doubt. He's looking taller and older. Looks like an adult to me. He's looking taller and older.
That's because I'm tall and old. I'm a grown man. Ask anyone.
all right, the jig is up. Your voice gave it away.
But I'm Julian of 1,000 Faces. Why did you have to talk to me? My reputation is ruined. What will the boss think?
I love how they just absolutely do not explain how he's able to do that. It's just, hey, he can transform into other people, and you just accept it.
No need for the melodrama. That was still a magical performance.
Like, just, yeah, that happened. Okay.
Hey, where are you going?
Hook is not hiding in the same place as before.
That far away.
Oh, that's outside of the zone anyway. So.
Finally.
Ah, there you are, Hook. Hello.
Don't run! I got you, Hook! Not fair! I'm the boss of the moles! How can I lose to a bunch of villains?
I hate to tell you this, but the whole point of hide and seek is that eventually everyone gets found.
Do your worst! I'm not afraid. What are they feeding you kids down here?
I'm sorry, boss. I failed.
Darn! How did you see through Julian's disguise? What villainy is this? Those with keen eyes see the dust between the stars. I came up with that, by the way.
It's a good one, March. You sure did.
About time I got some credit for it. So, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. You can tell us now, right? Yes. The boss of the moles is true to her word. Hook saw the blue-haired guy take your dark-haired friend to the fight club. The fight club?
Shh, don't talk about it.
You don't talk about it. Is this more secret talk? Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Where is the fight club? Can you show us the way? But it's an obvious building. Grown-ups are just useless.
We saw it on that grand overview we got.
Come with Hook. I'll take you over. Thanks, oh great one. That's Pitch Dark Hook the Great to you. Who said you could shorten my title?
We've made a powerful ally.
Fighting. Who knew undergrounders had such brutal hobbies? In fact, it's awesome! They let you take part? When did this place last have an inspection? Loads of kids take part. Despicable. My criminal activity senses are tingling.
And I've got to agree with March there.
This is it.
As entertaining it is to make children fight to the death, it's probably not legal.
Hook's gonna go fight. See you later. Who's in charge here? How can they just let kids attack each other? The moles are in charge, that's who. But only the kids. Wildfire's in charge of grown-up business.
So the moles control this whole area? How much do you know about Wildfire?
The moles control everything underground. Ooh, they need one more player there. I gotta go. If you ever want to fight, come find me.
You're right next to me. It's not hard to find you.
There are so many people here. Hook's too short. I can't see anything.
I'd lift you up, but they don't have an animation for it.
When did you... Did you hear what Hook was saying?
Not a single word.
Good. Hook didn't say anything, and you didn't hear it. Grown-up fights are less fun than ours. So what if I can't see? You have to use your fists, palms, and even your fingers in combat. If you don't know how, you're done for. You need to train until your body is an extension of the mind. And the mind is an extension of your will. Fists, palms, and fingers. Rock, paper, scissors! Phew, no wonder I was confused.
Well, that's a anticlimax, but, you know, I guess we can't actually have the children fighting to death. That's a poster. The Fight Club is recruiting boxers. Have you ever considered changing your ordinary life to go from being the laughingstock of the town to a celebrity worshipped by all? Or perhaps you're born with dazzling talent, but you suffer from being a nobody. Then you are what the Fight Club has been waiting for. You don't need combat skills honed through battle, and you don't need outstanding physique. You just need the potential to be the center of attention and the courage to change yourself. Then we will forge you into an unrivaled hero. Sign-up requirements. You need to be an adult. Boss Scott has the keenest eye and knows better than asking about a hero's past. As long as you're an adult, we won't ask your gender, origin, or the reason you joined. We accept sign-ups from all who meets the requirements. All sorts of posters, invitations, and notices are plastered upon this wall. One caught your attention. It looks new, but there are an abundance of dirty fingerprints on it. It is clear that for many people, this boxer recruitment form had ignited their fighting spirit. Well, you know, you're down underground on a cold planet, gotta do something to keep yourselves warm.
Brothers and sisters! Are you ready for today's most spectacular, spine-tingling, earth-shattering contest?
Oh, I am ready.
On one side, recommended by tall, blue, and handsome, the unsmiling, pulverizing power of the new kid on the block, Cold Dragon Young! And his opponent is none other than the unfeeling, incendiary, explosive might of Team Robomatic! All praise to Boss Farog! Given that no other fighter was willing to take on the strength of Team Robomatic, Cold Dragon Young will face off against these opponents alone! On learning his fate, the brave young fighter had one thing to say: whatever!
Dan is really not into this.
And so, let the semifinals of the 1758th Fighting King Challenge begin!
Quick, let's help him!
Let's dive into the ring.
Brothers and sisters, an unexpected turn of events! 2 members of the audience have charged into the octagon! It looks like they want to team up with Cold Dragon Young!
So you're awake.
Yeah, the first thing we did was go look for you. And now that we found you, we're trying to make sure you don't get your butt kicked.
Well, we did kind of get distracted playing hide and seek with children for a while instead of just looking for the obvious place you were, but okay.
Brothers and sisters, you can feel their passion. The magnetic pull of this electric sport is undeniable. But let me reiterate, these competitions are for professionals only. Whatever you do, kids, don't try this at home.
That's not what the poster outside said.
And Cold Dragon Young is signaling that the contest will go ahead. He's just itching to get into it. And so are we. It's the Iron Fists of Cold Dragon Young and friends versus the Iron Skin of Team Robomatic.
I can take them on my own, you know.
That wouldn't be nearly as fun.
Your emotional intelligence.
Hold the line! Destroy them all! I just want to go home. They're just robots. We can go for the destroy line. Oh.
Step aside. I have no...
This is the Automaton Spider. An automaton pieced together with old world technology, tasked with replacing humans in performing the most basic forms of physical labor. In combat, automaton spiders are highly unstable, capable of exploding when damaged. I do wonder what kind of labor something that's basically a large, unmotivated hand can do, but I'm not gonna ask too deeply. Like maybe actually the hand can extend on something and do manipulations. I don't know. All we ever really see is them running around and bashing into you.
My turn.
If I'd known that we were just going to be bumped straight into this combat, I might have swapped Saval in, because if we fight a lot of robots in the underground. Oops. And I did build Saval behind the scenes so that I have something that can do electric damage in anticipation of this very environment. Nope, no second fight. We are the victors.
Beautiful performance! Cold Dragon Young and his last-minute admirers emerge victorious!
Just a little bits of acting choices, like March's reaction the moment they start calling us admirers.
Admirers? How come we don't get cool nicknames?
Cold Dragon Younger and Cold Dragon Youngest? Cooler than Cold Dragon Young? Yeah, I'd like a name that's cooler than that.
Forget it. I think our taste in nicknames is different. Hey, look! It's Sampo!
Hi, Shampoo. We've got an explanation to demand. We've got another butt to kick. We should thank him. I think we need to know what's going on.
Let's get after him.
Follow that man with the disturbingly broad hip window. Is there anything out the back here that I need to pick up? Nope. The Fight Club in the underworld comes in two ambiences, noisy and noisier. But in such a boisterous venue, you notice someone conspicuously out of place. You know from past observations that there would be one such person in every such occasion, but this one seems different somehow. The quaint envelope sits unremarkably on a wooden crate that is being used as a side table, yet it exudes a unique quality of its own. Silent, elegant, independent, even a hint of darkness. You also see invitation written in big, crooked letters. You find yourself unable to pry your eyes from it. It's mine now! That's the right move. No one could resist such a silent, elegant, independent, and slightly dark envelope of invitation. Invitation to the Dark Fist Tournament. A black envelope. A pitiful pin hangs on the spot where there should have been a fire lacquer seal. On the back is writing in large crooked letters. Invitation. I see. You're a chosen one. I think that unlocks an event. Or is part of an event, I'm not sure.
That guy can't have gotten too far. Let's search nearby.
Well, we could probably have caught up with him if I wasn't distracted by environmental items. So he's somewhere in this gold circle. Where are you, Sampo? You coming down here, noob? Are you in this alleyway? Yes, you are.
Hey, it's you! I was just thinking to myself, am I getting robbed? Who are these people following me? So, you start to walk a little faster. And anywho, if I had just turned around, I could have thrown open my arms and said a big hi to my old friends.
Hi, Sampo.
You saw us in there and got scared, so you pulled a runner.
Me? Scared? Oh, my friends, what do I have to fear? Surely I haven't done anything to offend you.
You threw us to the Silvermane Guards. You set down Hung Up. Nah, we're just messing with you. I mean, you did do all those things, but I just can't be mad at you, Sampo. I'm sorry.
My fine fellow, please don't do that again. You scared the daylights out of me.
Wait a minute, we're not done here. You dragged us to the underground. So, what's the big idea?
I had no choice but to take you guys down here. It was too dangerous for us on the surface. We're wanted criminals. Sure, the underworld has its drawbacks, but at least the guards would never follow us. We're safe here.
Be that as it may, did you really have to poison us?
Maybe you've forgotten, but we were in a tight spot, my friend. There was no time to think. I had to use whatever I could.
So it wasn't to cover anything up? A secret that you didn't want anyone, including us, to find out?
This is when they still didn't bother to animate the mouths on certain scenes, and it's really jarring.
No, it's...
Don Hung, what secret?
Well, I'm not certain yet. But there's more to our friend here than meets the eye.
You win. I'll help you to the best of my ability, free of charge, I might add. But please, don't go spreading rumors about me.
I think you do a good job of that yourself.
All right. To prove my sincerity, I'll introduce you to Wildfire. If you're looking for something down here, they're the ones to ask.
Why should we get to know Wildfire?
Because you're looking for something? Why are you asking? Dan Hung told me you guys were searching for a... what's the word? Stellaron. Sounded pretty powerful. If anyone has a clue on its whereabouts, it'll be Wildfire.
You said I'd uncover a clue if I became the Fight Club champion.
Yeah. I mean, if you fought in the final round and won, you'd have incredible street cred right now. Wildfire wouldn't think twice about talking with you. I don't see the problem.
Why would Wildfire want to help us?
Well, there's no such thing as a free lunch, of course. Wildfire has no reason to help you yet, so we'll just have to give them one. With your talents, we have nothing to worry about. I'm telling you, no matter where you go, there's only one rule to getting things done. Find the demand. You know, like supply and demand. Anyway, the underground has been sealed off for more than a decade. But do you think people here are just resigned to their fate?
What kind of organization is Wildfire?
Well, if you want my opinion, they're a bunch of artless, stubborn fools. But who cares what I think, huh?
You just spent the last, minute talking them up, and I was like, nah, they're kind of shit.
They're a band of do-gooders who sprung up to maintain order in the underground. After the Silvermane guards withdrew, Wildfire set up shop.
So vigilantes.
Still, don't underestimate them. We walk in the presence of giants. Have you heard that saying before? Well, Wildfire has giants in its midst. You'll see.
Lead the way, and don't try to pull anything this time.
Have a little faith. It's like I said. Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm.
You just exude trustworthiness, Sampo.
So, what does Wildfire do all day?
Everything. They keep the peace, uphold justice, fight for resources, distribute goods. The sliver of trust they have for me has to do with the last one.
Let's follow the quest marker. Oh, what are you waving at?
Huh. Where's Joshua?
What are those shiny rocks?
This is geomarrow, an exothermic ore. The underground and the surface are sealed off from one another, right? Well, only the geomarrow transport line is still running. The underground sends ore to the surface, and the surface sends goods to the underground. At least in theory. Most undergrounders are miners, and this is what they mine for a living. You know, if we didn't have geomarrow to burn, this world would have frozen to death long ago. All right, let's keep moving. The person I was looking for isn't here.
Oh, I see. You're advertising your restaurant or shop or something. I was wondering why you were just yelling and waving at nothing. I think I've looked in enough bins for today. I'll just continue onwards. Oh, it's the town square. It's the shop. Okay, I have one. If I get another 500, then I can buy another Eidolon for my main character, which is nice. And a bunch of other stuff, that, especially this, which I don't get until level 20. Let's continue forward.
Oh, old Oleg isn't here either? Where is everyone?
So you're leading us on another wild goose chase?
I wouldn't dare! Trust me, we're getting close.
How close?
Huh? What's that huge structure in the distance?
Oh, that's the furnace core. It's the pillar that connects the underworld and the overworld. People used to travel up and down that thing, but then...
Then what?
It's a long story. In any case, practically nothing moves up or down anymore.
We did.
Except you.
Oh, come on, my dear fellow. I thought we weren't going to discuss this. I beg you, the fewer rumors there are about me, the better.
Well, I mean, it is pretty clear that you know some way of getting up to the surface, but you're not sharing it with anyone, which is, you know, kind of selfish, but I guess it's the only way to keep your secret route back up to the overworld intact. There you go. Sorry, I'm not trying to look up March's skirt. I am just trying to look at the pillar going back up to the ceiling. You have to be a little bit careful about that this game. So we haven't found Oleg, we haven't found anyone else, so where are we going? We're still looking for traces of wildfire. Let's go back up the stairs.
Zila's usually always out on patrol here at this time. What's wildfire?
Hey, look! Who is that?
Ah, Bronya, getting herself in trouble.
It looks like she's in trouble.
My friends, don't just stand there. This drama doesn't need any more bystanders.
Oh? You know, it might be interesting to see you get in trouble.
We should avoid attracting too much attention. We can't just leave her.
Why not? She was going to arrest us. Sampo's right. We can't just stand here. Dan Hong's right. We can't ignore this. March is right. Does anyone have popcorn? I'm going to side with March here. Bronya has done nothing to be our friend so far, so let's just see how this works out.
I was kidding. And get your own opinion.
That's not very nice.
But I agree with Don Hung. We can't just leave her to the bullies.
Well, you've abandoned me.
The young lady is wise and righteous.
Well, we know that, but still. She shouldn't have suggested that with it if she wasn't going to go through with it.
Let's help her.
All right, princess. Let's dispense with the pleasantries.
You dare attack someone on our turf? Well, how about a few rounds of me?
Now that's an intro.
Quick, disperse!
And I take back that we should have just let them at Bronya. I didn't realize that the first thing they were going to do is try and shoot her.
Spineless thugs.
Miss Zila, phew. It's a good thing you showed up when you did. My heartfelt thanks. These vagrants have got some nerve looking for trouble in Wildfire Terra.
Shut it, Sampo. This is you written all over it. Wildfire has countless issues on its plate right now. We don't need a side order of Koski.
You haven't looked at the fan art. A lot of people want a side order of Koski.
I hear Silvermane Guard is paying the underworld a visit. Is that you?
No, she's just dressed up like that for Halloween.
You kidnapped me and brought me to the underground. What is the meaning of this?
Listen to her. What is the meaning of this? She still thinks she's an overworld princess.
Zila, Bronya. Bronya, Zila. I'm sure that you will remain enemies.
Do you know what's become of us down here while you live the easy life? Did you even consider the fate of the underworlders?
The Silvermane Guards aren't living the easy life. We are constantly engaged with the enemy, defending Belobog from the scourge of attacking monsters and protecting all those above and below the surface.
Do you even hear yourself? You protect the underground? Redeploying every guard to the surface? Sealing off the only passageway? Protecting the so-called architects, more like it.
She has a point.
The Madam Guardian has her reasons.
Yeah, but we'll find out they're not particularly good reasons. I agree with you, Zila.
Enough talk. You're coming with me. Chief Oleg wants to see you, and he's got more than a few questions.
Perfect, Miss Zila. We were just on our way to pay Chief Oleg a visit ourselves. Room for a few more?
Fully booked. Who are they?
Hello, I'm Cullfish.
What good is your name by itself?
It's good enough for anybody else.
Well, it's like this. The chief's in the market for specific talent. An urgent request, so I'm taking them to see him.
We're looking for a Stellaron. It's the source of all the disasters here. If we find it, we can...
I would recommend you not recite your story to everyone you meet. Miss Hila won't understand it anyway, so let's save it for the chief, huh?
We are just kind of going around saying, "Hi, we're aliens and we're looking for the cancer of all worlds. Can you help us?"
You're right. I don't understand it. And I don't plan on passing the message on either. Wildfire's encountered trouble at the Great Mine. The chief's busy. If you really want to find him, come look for me at the mine entrance. I'm leaving.
Bye. Daily training is now available. New mission, Once Fallen into the Abyss. So we are still not quite at Trailblaze level 15. But in the Interastral Peace Guide, we have a new thing. Oh, well, that's the training that I wasn't going to do. Daily missions. We have now unlocked them. We have entered the grind. Congratulations, you are now on the treadmill that will continue for the rest of the game. We have a message. We have lots of messages. Okay, so these are all the messages that get me into side quests on the space station. But what's Pom Pom got to say? Pom Pom, I feel you haven't been back to the Express since forever, Carlfish. Didn't we just see each other? Don't worry about the details. Come back when you've got the time. Pom Pom has some things for you. So this is where we can completely break the inner logic of the game and just teleport wherever we want. And we've unlocked assignments as well. So let's start sending people out on missions. It was kind of unintuitive at first with this one, because I was like, does this mean that I don't get to use these people for anything else if they're out on a mission? And it turned out the answer is no. Actually, no, I don't want them going on that yet. I don't really care about these materials yet. I've got plenty of them. But I do want experience points and credits. There we go, we have sent out an assignment. And this is all very exciting stuff for anybody watching the game, because this is where we get into a lot of this game is clicking on menus and housekeeping. So I'm going to leave that for now. And we've also unlocked the Battle Pass, which I am not going to buy on this account. Welcome to the land of clicking on things to make red buttons go away. I'm going to click out of this. We've unlocked the synthesizer. We can make stuff. Most importantly, we have unlocked the ability to make trick snacks. Trick snacks are the only really useful... Well, I mean, there are other things that have the same effect, but the only really useful consumable in the game, because they restore technique points. And there is a mission that you can send your people on that gives you, I think, enough ingredients for 10 of those a day, which just means that you can spam your technique and not have to worry about finding recharge stations as often. But okay, we have just opened up a whole bunch of stuff, and we have hit Trailblaze level 15. This means two things. One of which, we're going to go back to Pom Pom. And... hello, Pom Pom. Oh, Pom Pom's listening to music, don't disturb them. Tickets, please. Oh, Cullfish, you're not the same person Pom Pom first met. What's happened to you? I had a really fast growth spurt. The only thing that's changed is your opinion of me. A conductor's eyes never lie. Cullfish, you are not the same person that you were. The same thing happened to March 7th when she first went trailblazing. How can Pom Pom put this? It feels like you're more mature, more stable? No way. More reliable. Pom Pom is sure of it. Ah, Pom Pom's got some small rewards for your growth. Skip the formalities, take it all. Pom Pom will keep an eye on your progress and keep preparing some small rewards for you. As for what those will be, you'll find out soon enough. I bet there'll be materials and tickets.
Back already?
So what have we got? So we can claim levels 12, 13, 14, and 15, which gives us a ticket. But more than just that one ticket, and this is where we will close out the episode looking out into space with Eurilo 6 behind us, because one thing we can do now is go in here to Trailblazing Will. Trailblazing Will has a gift for us, which is another 10 standard tickets for hitting level 15. And what this means, excitingly, or at least excitingly for me, is that that unlocks my final pull on the departure warp. I have 10 warps remaining, I have a guaranteed 5-star. Let's see if I get someone who's actually worth playing, or if I yet again get Yan Qing. So let's cross our fingers, and 3, 2, 1. There's the 5-star. So who do we get? It'll probably be the very last pull because we'll only get the guarantee on 50, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's a good light cone. 9, and fingers crossed. A welt. I guess you're useful in the early game, and you're kind of fun later, but could have done better. Lucky we get a 5-star selector next patch, so I can pick Himiko out of the crowd. And there we go. We also have a 10 pull on the limited banner, so let's give ourselves one more try for good old Aventurine. We got our 6% chance of hitting him in this 10 pull. And after this, I'm going to stop rolling on this banner because I think it'll be more interesting for this new account to start off by really trying to get Sunday and using that to build up future characters that are hopefully going to land over the next series of patches. So let's cross our fingers and hope we get Aventurine with this last 10 pull we're going to do on this banner. And no. Never lucky. But maybe we'll get a good 4-star. Ah, Pella. Another useful support. We're getting all the good useful supports. Okay. So we have Pela and a bunch more 3-star light cones. We're hanging out temporarily on the Astral Express, looking out the window at Eurilo 6, pretending that we're actually trapped in the underworld right now, because suspension of disbelief, who needs it? And that brings us to the end of another episode. We will return next time by delving into the minds of the underworld and seeing if we can gain the favor of Wildfire and advance through to finding some way to solve the terrible problems that are afflicting this icy planet. See you next time.